So in class we've been talking about pests that can basically destroy or at least inhibit the growth of the plants that we are trying to grow. So we are going to be doing a little experiment out here using statistical analysis on the baseball field. Today's focus are weeds. So my question for you is, why do we care about weeds? Or maybe I should say, what is a weed? Defined.
It's something that's growing where it's not supposed to.
Okay, so any plant that is not growing where we want it to be. So in this baseball field, which on a side note, if you don't know this baseball field is well taken care of, so well in fact that it has won awards. So we may not find very many weeds today, and actually that would be a good thing for the people who take care of the field, right? They'd probably be very happy about that. So what we're going to be doing is taking your hula hoop, you're going to throw, and you're going to be counting the weeds that end up in that hula hoop. Okay, so whatever's inside of there, we're counting. We're going to do that 3 times, and then we're going to take an average, and then we're going to be doing a little bit of math later to be able to determine, do we need to treat the weeds that are in this? Not too bad. Which is good. It's fun to throw it. I should place it for you.
Yeah.
There's grass right here. And that's obviously not good grass. So that's the idea behind this is to take 3 samples and then look at this as a whole field. Would you want to have to go on out there and count every weed in that whole entire baseball field? Anyone? No? I didn't think so. So what we're doing is we can take that sample statistically and apply it as a whole field, right? So what we want to do is to take our area and we're going to plug in some numbers. So what you should have is the average number of weeds that you came up with, okay? And then we're going to divide that by our area. So our area was 907.46, right? Equals, and we're going to say X over, and you'll notice that in your example problem they give you, it's 43,560 feet. Why did they use that crazy number?
It's 1 acre.
That is the square feet of an acre. So in perspective, why are undesirable plants considered a pest? Why are we calling it a pest?
Because the plants that we do desire end up getting their needs taken away when there are plants that are undesirable there.
Perfect. So the needs we're referring to, if we go back to the beginning of the class, are things like they're competing for light, they're competing for the nutrients, they're competing for the water. So you're exactly right, Ashlyn. They're basically robbing these plants we want to grow from the nutrients, the water that they need. But there's also one other reason that they might. What could these weed pests attract?
Harmful diseases and bugs.
They could attract their own bugs and their own diseases, right? Because of the nature of the plant that it is. So if they're bringing in diseases or they're bringing in insects that wouldn't normally be there, then that's causing our desirable crop even more damage. So there are multiple reasons to be able to do these calculations and to realize if you need to control, to determine that, and then also how are we going to control? The question is, why do you think estimating a pest population is important for management decisions? Why is it in a person's best interest to go to all this trouble and calculate?
Because they want to.
I kind of mentioned it already, but
I had it right in my head.
If it's like feasible to spend money to control it.
exactly. So you have to decide, is the threshold of pests going to require me to do some kind of control measures, number one, and number two, if it is, what is the most valuable? And And if it is, what's the most valuable way to put that together, right?